Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at an Xbox 360. So from the looks of it, it's a normal console, right? Well, it also works perfectly fine, but the goal of today is, as you guys see, all the way down there, is I got me a zero fuse CPU, and what the goal of today is to put that guy into this guy and hopefully get it to all work. So to show you guys that it's actually working, I'm just going to boot it up, and it's a Jasper model, so it's the latest revision of the FAT. As you see there, boots, and pictures in the back there. And it should be on one of the newer dashes. To be honest, I didn't test it since I got it, but I do know that I bought it working fine. It's just a disc issue, and as you see there, it's on the latest dash. So what I want to do is, if you've seen any of my videos, like reballing the PS3s, I'm going to take out the motherboard, put it on my machine right here, and we're gonna take the CPU off of it, and we're gonna put this CPU on it, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to program it to get it to work. And essentially what I should be able to do is, since it's a zero fuse, what that means is none of the fuses on the CPU are blown, so I can essentially blow any fuses I want to make this console. If you're into the 360 modding scene, you'll know, like JTAGs, RGHs. I can choose any kind of fuse to blow, but once I do, I blow it, and that's the end of it. So if I choose RGH, can't go backwards, and if I choose JTAG, I can go JTAG or forwards. What I want to do is keep it a zero fuse, and I think I should be able to run like anything, so it should kind of be like a dev kit. But yeah, enough babbling for now. What I'm going to do is take it apart. We're going to take the CPU off, clean it up, put it on, and go through that whole process. I won't fully go through the removing the CPU, just because it's going to be the same profile as you guys saw in the Orbis Frankenstein PS3 videos, and then the same as the reballing the GPU on the other 360. So we're just going to kind of like time-lapse it probably, and once we put on a new CPU, I'll kind of go through it then. But yeah, let's jump into it and see what we get out of this. I try to not bore you guys so much with taking it apart, but if you've ever done any one of these consoles, you kind of know how it goes. You take this out, and then you do that, take out the top lid, bottom lid, all of that. So we're just gonna go like super duper time lapse mode now. Alrighty guys, so this is the setup. As you see, it's in my machine. Didn't start it yet, but CPU's there. The one thing I'm worried about is these capacitors. I'm just afraid I'm gonna pop them. Usually doesn't happen with the GPU because as you see there's nothing around it. But more or less I got it capped on taped, and then these are higher, so I aluminum taped them. Gonna run my profile, lift it up, and we'll come back once it's done, just because, like I said, this is pretty repetitive. I don't think we need to go through the process. It's the same as, you know, all the other consoles I've done. So yeah, let's just start doing this. Alrighty, so as you guys saw, lifted the chip. So next step is to clean up all of that. And to do that, it's the same as, like I said, every other video you've seen me do it. All I'm going to do is add some flux. And then from there, I'm just going to use my soldering iron. So I actually switched tips, so I now have this like spatula looking tip, which works easier for me. It's just a little bit faster. I'm going to use my leaded solder. I'm going to add some to the tip, and I'm just going to run it through and clean it up. And then we're going to use some solder wick and with the pads. Alrighty, so these are the pads. As you see, let's take you all the way in. Focus, focus, focus. Here we go. There we go. As some would say, better than factory. So from here, all I gotta do is put some flux on it, plot my chip, and do it all in reverse. So I'm gonna place you down, do that, and then we'll figure out the whole configuration. But it's also a lead-free chip since it's factory, so it's going to be the same exact profile you guys saw me just run, but in reverse. So yeah. Alrighty, so I think this is the angle we're going with. Seems to be fine for me. Hope it's fine for all of you. Gonna apply some flux. I'm using Amtech flux. I think that's probably enough. There is no right or wrong method. I think as long as you know what you're doing, you get good results. By all means, do it how you want to. I just like to apply bead like that and just even it out. I've done some consoles where I just put the chip and I put, like you saw when I removed it, around the chip and let it, whatever it's called, the capillary effect in and under, but I like it that way. And for a CPU, 360 CPU, in case if you want to know, it's missing, it's perfectly square around, and on this edge it's missing, you know, one pad. So you're just gonna apply the CPU back that way, which is like this. Boop. And yep, that's it. We're on there. Okay, as you guys see there, CPU's in line. I'm just following the square, and then gonna lower my light back. Both my thermocouples are good. So right now we're reading 36 on each, and we're just gonna start it up and hope things go well. It's gonna be the same process. We're going for 225 to 230. For anyone interested, my bottom heater is currently set to 280. Once it reaches 180, I'll lower it 20, so 260. Keep doing it, so on and so forth, until I'm around 240 at the bottom when the top reads this is weird because I don't have a capture card, but essentially in your exe build 17599.bin, you paste your file in there. So the file's in there, as you see. And then you open JRunner, you paste that CPU key. My JRunner is super tiny because I don't know. There's some other files you need. You can kind of look around to find them. You'll select dev2 GL, 0 fuse, clean SCM, NAND, create donor NAND, and you just go through the prompts. So like when you do NAND, create donor NAND, make sure you have your motherboard selected. So mine is Jasper 256, 17599, dev GL, 0 fuse, clean SMC. I just went through the prompt, made my donor NAND, wrote it via NANDX, so you can use PicoFlash or NANDX JR Programmer. Same console, just put back on the heat sinks. And if we turn it on, you can't see there, but over here, we will get it to boot Zell. And if you look at Zell, we will see in a quick second. Whoa. That's just an HDMI cable. We will see in a second or two that it's going to come up as a full 0 fuse right there. See? 0 fuse. So that works fine. So from here, just need to put it all back together. So we'll get to that and then we'll come back. Alrighty, console's all back together. As you guys see, same console. So didn't do any modifications to it. We're just gonna, this is fine. I can fix the driver another time. As you see, boot's there. And Zell should come up, at least it was before. Maybe if I turn on my screen. Yes, there we go. Let's put you down for a second. My power cable fell out. There we go. As you see there, there's Zell. And if we power it up and power it back up, I'm guessing it should boot to dash. And there we go, right to dash. So yeah, that's kind of it with the 0 fuse CPU. So all in all, reballing is normal. It took a little bit more effort than your PS3s, but I guess it's kind of like the same thing. Where PS3s you have to change your syscon. Here you have to create a 0 fuse donor NAND. I'll leave links down below to the resources I used. I think it'll be pretty useful. Won't leave any links to the 0 fuse because there aren't any left as far as I can tell. But yeah, this has been fun. If you guys thought this was interesting, let me know. Let me know what I should do with this. Do you want me to switch it? I have like a down on the floor there. I have two partial Halo 3 cases. Maybe I'll put it in here, or I did have another project for those. But we'll see what I do with them. But yeah, I forgot where I was going. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Find it useful, comment, subscribe, ask me questions, I'll answer them, you know, the usual. And yeah, we'll do something fun again next time, and see you guys in the next video. See ya.